Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley, there was a wise elder named Elias who led the town of Solmir. People sought his wisdom, trusting his guidance in all matters. However, Elias had one deep concern: his only son, Leo. Unlike his father, Leo was careless and lazy, spending his days indulging in pleasures and avoiding responsibilities. No amount of advice or warnings could change him, and as Elias grew older, he realized that words alone would not teach Leo the lessons he needed to learn. He needed a different approach. One day, Elias called Leo into his study. With a calm but serious voice, he said, "My son, you are no longer a child. It is time for you to take responsibility for your own life. I want you to embark on a journey and discover the true purpose of your existence. When you find it, remember it always. It will bring you happiness and fulfillment." He then handed Leo a satchel, inside which Leo found 4 sets of clothes, one for each season, along with raw food supplies, some money, and an old map. Leo's eyes widened with excitement when he noticed the map. "This will lead you to a hidden treasure," Elias explained. "Find it and bring it home." For the first time, Leo felt a sense of adventure. The thought of discovering treasure thrilled him, and the very next day he set off eagerly, imagining the riches awaiting him. Leo's journey was long and full of challenges. He crossed dense forests, towering mountains, and vast rivers. He saw the world change through the seasons. Spring flowers bloomed, summer heat burned, autumn leaves fell, and winter snow covered the land. Yet, Leo paid little attention, for his only focus was the treasure. He hurried past breathtaking landscapes, ignored the kindness of strangers, and dismissed the beauty of the world around him. He did not stop to listen to the stories of travelers, nor did he appreciate the simple joys of nature. After a year of relentless travel, Leo finally reached the location marked on the map, a steep cliff with an ancient oak tree at its base. His heart raced with excitement as he began digging, imagining the gold and jewels waiting beneath the soil. But days passed, and despite his desperate efforts, there was no treasure. His hands were sore, his body ached, and frustration consumed him. "My father deceived me," he murmured bitterly. "There is nothing here." Heartbroken and exhausted, he abandoned the search and began his journey home. This time, however, the journey felt different. Without the pressure of chasing treasure, he noticed things he had previously ignored. He saw the sky painted in hues of orange during sunsets, felt the crisp morning air, and listened to the birds singing melodies. When his supplies ran low, he learned to hunt, cook, and mend his clothes. He built shelters, read the stars to navigate, and protected himself from wild creatures. As he revisited villages he had once rushed through, he found himself staying longer, helping the locals, sharing stories, and forming friendships. With each passing day, Leo grew stronger, not just physically but in mind and spirit. He discovered the joy of kindness, the warmth of companionship, and the satisfaction of self-reliance. The boy who had once been lazy and careless had transformed into a man of wisdom and strength. 2 years later, Leo finally returned home. As soon as he saw his father, he ran to embrace him. "Father, I am back," he said, his voice filled with emotion. Elias smiled warmly and asked, "Tell me, my son, how was your journey? Did you find the treasure?" Leo hesitated, then sighed. "Father, I could not find the treasure. Perhaps someone else took it before me. But strangely, I feel no anger or regret." Elias's eyes twinkled with satisfaction. "My dear son, there was no treasure," he said. Leo stood in stunned silence. "What? Then why did you send me on this journey?" Elias placed a gentle hand on Leo's shoulder. "Tell me, my son, how was your journey?" Leo paused, reflecting on his experiences. Then, for the first time, he smiled. "At first, I was so focused on the treasure that I ignored everything else. But on my way back, I saw beauty everywhere. I made friends, learned new skills, and experienced life in ways I never had before. These experiences brought me so much joy that I forgot the pain of not finding the treasure. Elias nodded, pleased. That was a real treasure, my son. Life is not about chasing a single goal. If you focus only on the destination, you will miss the wonders along the way. The true purpose of life is to live it fully, to grow with every moment, to savor every experience, and to cherish the journey itself. Final reflection. The moral of the story. We often believe that life is about achieving goals or reaching a destination. While having goals gives us purpose, focusing too much on the outcome can cause us to miss the beauty and lessons along the way. The real treasures of life are the experiences we gain, the people we meet, and the wisdom we acquire. Every moment offers an opportunity to learn, grow, and find joy in even the smallest things. Success is not just about what we achieve, but about who we become through our journey. So, live in the present, appreciate the process, and embrace life with an open heart. Because the greatest treasure is not at the journey's end, but in the journey itself. Give me main character name and description height fekale focher height drees.